So Harrison was 15 years old, and up until this point, Harrison had autism. So we were able to basically handle him at home. We had strategies and individuals that worked with him and that kind of thing. So we were able to handle him at home quite well and didn't have any issues. He was seeing a psychiatrist, but I don't think autism was in this particular psychiatrist's wheelhouse. So his main way of handling that was kind of to sort of throw medication at the problem. We're parents, right? And we're taking him to a professional, and so we say, oh, well, okay, we'll do what the doctor says. But his medications, we'll come to find out, were causing him to have like hallucinations and like violent tendencies. And that's not typical of him. I mean, he'd have a meltdown here and there, but this was becoming scary. He would punch holes in walls and punch out windows and some pretty heavy and scary things. Our psychiatrist would call these hospitals and say, we need a bed for this child. And we had people who heard the word autism and would say, we don't help people with autism, click. That was it. End of story. We were terrified because that was not our child. We had dealt with autism for 15 years. This was not autism. No one would help us. No one would help us. We were at our wits' end. We did not know what to do. We have a dear friend who said, have you tried the crisis stabilization unit at St. Joseph's Villa? And we're desperate people. So we brought him in, and they met us, they met Harrison, and were phenomenal. They ended up putting him into the day program there, so he could go there all day. They could observe him. They realized it was the medications. We were able to then take that information and get Harrison the help that he desperately needed. And we're back to autism. But if it weren't for that crisis stabilization unit, I don't know where we'd be. I mean, it would be, I don't even want to think about it. It's awful to even think about it. It is very much like a family. There's a comfort level and a bonding and a welcoming friendliness that we experienced nowhere else. So not only do the individuals who work with Harrison on a daily basis, not only are they very good at what they do, very experienced, very well, trained, and they know their stuff, but they also are happy to be here. You see smiles on their faces. They welcome Harrison, and he welcomes them back. He's engaging a lot more frequently with others in letting people know what he wants, and just in general too, like asking questions, which is very rare for him. Where are we going? Why are we doing that? That's not common for him. So I feel like that's something he's definitely developed here. And when it becomes agitated or becomes upset, they do work with him through that. I feel like he comes home in a much calmer state than he was before, because they recognize his sensory issues. They recognize the support that he needs to be able to be successful. They give him that, and so it's a whole different person than the person we used to see come home from public school. And I feel very comfortable every day with my son coming here, because it's a family. They treat him like he is family.